All right. Look, I want to tell you guys how you need to change your mentality. Okay. It kind of seems kind of strong, but this is how I paid off one of my rental properties in 3 years. And it's crazy because most people think like, well, if it takes me 30 years to pay this house off, it's okay. And not saying that that's a bad thing, but I just want to change your mindset that you can. You just have to choose to. You just have to have the education, the will, and the drive, or have a strategy, that will allow you to do that. Okay. So very quickly, let me tell you about this deal. Okay. So number one, I'm Sawan Lamar Belcher. I literally buy and sell houses every single day. I've created a real estate investment company that sources leads for motivated sellers that come in every single day by my team. Okay, my team also makes offers for me every single day, and we buy those houses at extremely deep discounted prices. Okay, and if for whatever reason we can't get a cash price, we will negotiate some kind of terms. Okay, now this is the beautiful part about real estate. Okay, because you can leverage paper in this business. You can leverage conversations, negotiations, the knowledge that you have to get what you want. Okay, so about 3 years ago, I found one of the best lists that performs for me, and I call this list the outperform the competition list. So essentially, there's other people that do exactly what I do, right? In our market, and essentially we're buyers, but some people put themselves and they limit themselves to being a wholesaler. Okay, and that's where you stop the magic. Okay, that's where you stop the magic. You are a real estate investor, you're a buyer. So essentially what I do is I join everybody's buyers list and I make offers on everybody's list. Now, of course, we also, source our own deals as well, but this is a key to being successful. You don't have to keep all the money from everybody else in order for you to make money. Everyone can make money together. There's enough deals for everybody to do. So I make offers to other wholesalers on their deals, and I'll literally be organized about it. I'll have a spreadsheet and find out who provided that deal, when they sent it out, what we offered on it. And then I will track it down 30 days, 60 days, 90 days later to see if it closed. Now, if I get it, amen. If I don't, I will track that bad boy down. And if it hasn't closed, then I'll simply reach out to the seller. Now, I reached out to the seller on this one deal and found out that it didn't close because of a title issue. So a title issue is you only have title issues for either ownership problems. So typically somebody died and the attorney couldn't say, hey, this is rightfully their property because some kind of death certificate or probate process or something like that, because of a lien or judgment, or some other kind of encumbrance, code violation or such from the city. Okay, so these are just problems, and you're gonna run into those almost on every deal, especially when you're looking for off-market deals. You have to be an expert in solving these niche problems. And when you do, I'm telling you, you can make massive money. And that's one thing that I got good at. I had 13 deals under contract one month, and all 13 of them did not close because of title issues. So at that point, I decided I was gonna sit there in front of the attorney, pay him whatever I needed to pay him, ask him as many freaking questions as possible so I could figure this mother sucker out. There's money on the line. I was supposed to make $60,000 that month, and because of these title issues, I couldn't make that money. Only to find out after having this conversation with them over about 4 hours that we can buy them with the issues. What? That's not what people are teaching on YouTube, okay? You can buy houses with title issues. But Sawan, isn't that dangerous? Isn't that risky? Are you not supposed to do that? Of course it's risky, but isn't that how we make the money? Okay, isn't the more riskier the deal, the better the opportunity? Yes. So what I'm saying is look at it from a different lens when you have certain situations pop up. If your attorney says, hey, here's how we can solve this over time, and the seller is willing to renegotiate, so whether you're able to take over payments, pick up payments, or they're willing to agree to something extremely low, take the risk because it's going to be worth it in the end. So what happened here was the guy didn't close. I reached out to the seller, found out what the issue was. Turns out it was a judgment. Okay, it was a $7,000 judgment. They inherited the property from their mom, and the brother had a car that was repoed. Ford found out that they had a paid off house, put the judgment, excuse me, it wasn't paid off for, sorry. They found out that they had a house, put a $7,000 judgment on it. It just messed up the deal. It wasn't gonna make the deal work at all. So I said, hey, look, this is what I can do, man. You know, you're not gonna be able to get any money, but I'll get that monkey of a payment off your back. I'll get the upkeep off your back. I'll get the taxes and insurance off your back. So I was able to negotiate where I took over the payments from him, offered him debt relief, and I think I put maybe $2,000 into the house to get it somewhat fixed up. There was a broken window. I literally did very, very little to the house. I mean, because once again, this is a risky deal. I put like $2,000 in it. Didn't know what I was gonna do with it at the time. Talked to my mentor about it, and he says, hey, offer it up to someone else for a contract for deed. Okay, my friend Antonio Edwards, go check him out. He calls this slow flipping. Essentially, you offer someone to buy the house from you on payments. It doesn't go into their name until the last payment. Some people call it a land trust. Some people call it contract for deed. Other people have little, slogans like slow flip for it. Okay, essentially, you're selling the house on payments, rent to own, and on the last payment, then it goes into their name. Now, one of the benefits of this is, number one, you're able to sell as is. Number two, you're able to get a down payment. Number three, you don't have to make any maintenance. You don't have to do any maintenance while the tenant is paying you off. So what happened was Mr. Jemerson picked up a property from me, gave me a down payment. I used it. So now I'm $0 in. Okay, I think he gave me $2,500. So I'm $0 in at this point. He paid me every month for about a year and a half, and then he up and got arrested in Virginia. Okay, I didn't hear from him for about 2 months. Found out that he was in jail in Virginia. I said, hey man, you coming up on your third month. I'm gonna have to take the house back. He said, hey, that's fine. I'm just trying to get things clear. I said, okay, great. So at this point, he had paid down. Luckily, I was taking all of the money, literally all of his rent money that he was paying me, and I was putting it back into the house. Okay, so I think we took it over at like $28,000, I believe, and then I don't remember what it was at that point, but I'm taking all of my profits and I'm putting it back into the property. So at that time, I'm like, well, it's no need for me to do a contract for deed anymore. Let me just fix it up a little bit more and I'll rent it out. Okay, so I fix it up and I get a Section 8 tenant in there. Okay. Literally, Section 8 tenant's been paying on it for about another year and a half. I look up one day because I'm running through the line. I go to state employees and I make the payment, and I realize there's only $6,000 left to pay on this house. That day, I closed on some land that I had been holding for about a year, and I made a $36,000 profit. And I said, well, look, I'm just gonna pay this bad boy off. The magic is in knowing how to find the creative deal, going where nobody else is going. Okay, being able to help sellers that most people can't help. Okay, the magic is being able to put a strategy together where you can actually clear title, because today that property is actually clear. I can sell it for $120,000. My realtor says if I want to. Okay, and then the magic is also learning the real estate business so you can buy 6 acres of land that doesn't come with a mule, right, for $20,000 and be able to sell it for $65,000 and be able to make a profit so you can own, control real estate and make profits and literally buy the things that you want, do the things that you want. I'm saying all of this to say is get up off of your butt, learn a skill. Okay, get into a position where you can jump into a vehicle. My vehicle is real estate, and you can ride that bad boy to the top. Okay, and you can go hard on it, learn, grow, scale your business. So literally, so you can become the person that you always dreamed about. Become the person that you want to be. Okay, so you can do the things that you want to do right now, so you can have the things that you want to have. So if you want to learn how to start investing into real estate, jumping into these no money down deals so you can make infinite returns and, take your family down to Florida, to Disney World for a week, and have awesome Christmas celebrations where you set up swings and playgrounds for people, and you want to just naturally give away gift cards at the Salvation Army. I love doing those things because they bring me joy, and I want those same things for you. Okay, so if you want to learn, I'm gonna click the link below. I have a real estate made easy course to show you how to use these strategies that I use to pay this house off in 3 years, that you can do the same as well. Okay, you guys have an amazing day, and I look forward to seeing you guys at the top.